Hello children, welcome to the math class. Children, now we'll discuss about chapter 4, natural numbers and whole numbers. Let's see. First we see about natural numbers. So what is natural number? Children, you remember all counting numbers are known as natural numbers. Okay, counting number means children, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. There are infinite natural numbers starting with the smallest natural number 1. So infinite natural number means children, we cannot count. Okay, and the smallest natural number is 1. You remember, the natural number is denoted as n, that is n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. We use natural numbers to express months in a year, students in a school, the number of trees in a garden, etc. Okay, then comes to whole number. What is whole number? This whole number is denoted with W. If we add 0 in the set of natural numbers, we know already natural numbers means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we add 1 0 means the whole number starts from 0. Here you see W equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. The smallest whole number is 0. You remember children. Then properties of whole numbers. First one is closure property. Closure property means the sum of two whole numbers is always a whole number. Suppose A and B, one whole number, if we add them, then we get C. A plus B equal to C. So C also be a whole number. For example, 1 you see, 1 plus 5 equal to 6. Here 6 also be a whole number. Then comes to commutative property. Commutative property means children, the sum of two whole numbers remains the same. If the order of numbers is changed, means let A and B be two whole numbers, then A plus B equal to B plus C. For example, we see 12 plus 13 equal to 13 plus 12. That is, the answer will say 25. Then comes to associative property. Associative property tell us that the sum of three whole numbers remains the same even if the grouping is changed. Means we write like this, A plus B whole bracket plus C equal to A plus whole bracket B plus C. The answer will be same. If we see this example, 2 plus 3 plus 5 and 2 plus 3 plus 5. Here whole bracket is here, but here you see different places have different whole bracket, but their answer will be same. This is known as associative property. Then identity element. If 0 is added to any whole number, the sum remains the number itself. Means if we add any number with 0, the same number will get. 0 plus 3 equal to 3 and 3 plus 0 equal to also 3. So 0 is called the additive identity. Okay. Then comes to properties of subtraction. Here we discuss about addition. Now we will see the same property. Closure property. Children, here closure property is not exist. Means here you see 53 minus 18 equal to 35, which is a whole number. But 18 minus 53 equal to minus 35, which is not a whole number. Then commutative property also will not exist. Means here you see 28 minus 26 equal to 2. But 26 minus 28 equal to minus 2. Both answers are different. So it is not exist. Then associative property. Associative property also not exist. See the example. 35 minus 16 whole bracket minus 7. If we solve, we get 12. If we change the bracket here, 35 minus whole bracket 16 minus 7, the answer also change. So, here in subtraction, associative property does not exist. Then property of 0. If we subtract 0 from any whole number, the result remains the number itself. Then comes to properties of multiplication. First one is closure property. If A and B are two whole numbers, then A multiply B equal to C will always be a whole number. Here you see the example. 5 multiply 7 equal to 35, which is a whole number. Then commutative property. Here you see. Here commutative property also exists. Means A multiply B equal to B multiply A. Answer will be same. Then associative property. Here exists A multiply B whole bracket multiply C equal to A multiply whole bracket B multiply C. Here also we get same result. See the example yourself. Here you see both cases have same result. Then multiplicative identity. Here if any whole number is multiplied by 1, the product remains the number itself. Means A multiply 1 equal to A and 1 multiply A equal to 1. So, here you remember children, 1 is called multiplicative identity. 0 is called additive identity and 1 is called multiplicative identity. Then multiplicative property of 0. Children, you know if we multiply any number with 0, then we get 0 only. Okay. Then comes to properties of division. First one is closure property. If A and B are whole numbers, then A divided B is not always a whole number. For example, you see 16 divided 15 is not a whole number. And 14 divided 7 equal to 2 is a whole number. So both cases have different result. Commutative property. Here commutative property also not exist. For example, 18 divided 3 equal to 6, which is a whole number. But 3 divided 18 equal to 1 by 6, which is not a whole number. Then associative property. Here also associative property not exist. For example, 15 divided 3 whole bracket divided 5 equal to 5 divided 5, 1. Then 15 divided whole bracket 3 divided 5 equal to 25. Here you mark both cases have different result. Then property of 0. If a is a whole number, then 0 divided a equal to 0. But a divided 0 is undefined. Okay. Then multiplication distributes over addition. Before that, here you see distributive property. You are distributing something as you separate or break it into parts. For example, Raj distributes 4 boxes of sweets. Each box comprises 6 chocolates and 10 candies. How many sweets are there in these 4 boxes? So first of all, we write chocolate in one box 6. Then chocolate in 4 boxes. 4 multiply 6 equal to 24. Then candies in one box equal to 10. Then candies in 4 boxes equal to 40. So total number of sweets in 4 boxes equal to, children, here we do what? 4 multiply 6 plus 4 multiply 10 means 4 multiply 6 plus 10. Here what we do? Here distributive property here we follow. Okay. Then comes to multiplication distributes over addition. Okay. Here you see example yourself. Similarly, multiplication distributes over subtraction also we apply distributive law. Then representation of whole number on a number line. So how we put numbers on a number line, whole number. Here you see, we first from 0, then 1, then 2, 3, 4, like this we write. Then example 1 you see, determine the following by suitable arrangement. Here we need to do suitable arrangement. Here you see, if we multiply 5 and 2, then we get 10. So it is easy to multiply 10 with any number. So 17 multiply 10 is 170. Okay. Then solve the following using the distributive property. If we separate this 101 into 100 plus 1, then we put distributive property, means 97 multiply 100 plus 97 multiply 1, that is 9700 plus 97, then we get this one. Then example 3, Tina gets 78 marks in mathematics in half yearly exam and 92 marks in the final examination. Reena gets 92 marks in the half yearly examination and 78 marks in the final examination in mathematics. Who has got the higher total marks? So first we add how much Tina gets total marks, then Reena get total marks. Then we compare, what we get? Same numbers. Thus both of them got equal marks. Like this, children, you see example for yourself. Okay. Then comes to exercise 4.1. State the name of the mathematical property of the following. State, then you write what? Just you write the property. Suppose 1a, 20 plus 18 plus 2 equal to 20 plus 18 whole bracket plus 2. This will be, say that what? associative property of addition. So like this you write other bits. 2 number, fill in the blanks with the correct number. Very easy. 95 multiply 1 equal to 95. Then 5 multiply it equal to this multiply 5. Here we write 8. Okay. Then 3 number, find the products by suitable arrangement. Here we see if we multiply 25 and 4, then we get what? 25 4s are 100. So 100, easily we can multiply 108. That is 800. Like this here you see, children, be bit 2 multiply 400, 415 multiply 50. So if we multiply these two and 50, then we get 100. Then easily we can multiply with this number. Like this, children, you complete 3 number. Then comes to 4 number. Find the products using the distributive property. So here we apply distributive property. 7 multiply 40 plus 10. We write like this. Then you solve. Like this you complete B bit and C bit. Then 5 number you see. Write the whole number which is never used as a divisor. 0. Okay. Then 6 number. We know that 0 multiply 0 equal to 0. Is there any other whole number such that A multiply A equal to A? Yes, that is 1 multiply 1 equal to 1. 7 number. Is the product of any two odd numbers an odd number? Is it true for any two even number? That is yes. You can verify for to taking example, any example. Then 8 number, simplify this one and name the property applied it. Very easy. This is distributive property. So you follow that distributive property, then you solve. Then comes to 9 number. In a town, 1 out of 27 people owns a car. If the total population of the town is 49,626, then how many people have cars? Very easy. Just you divide these two numbers, then you get your answer. Then children comes to 10 number. Class 8 sold tickets for 12 days by selling 250 tickets each day. Then class 9 sold tickets for 10 days by selling 300 tickets each day. Who sold more tickets? In both cases, you separately find out their tickets. Then you compare. Here also 3000, here also 3000. So both sold same number of tickets. Then comes to 11 number. A shopkeeper bought 25 tables and chairs. Means 25 tables and 25 chairs. If the cost of each chair is 400 rupees and the cost of a table is 550 rupees, then find the total cost of the chairs and table. Separately you find out first, then you add, then you get your answer. Then 12 number, there are 650 students in a school. If 25 students stand in each row during the morning assembly, Then find the number of rows that will be formed. Just you divide, then you get your answer. Then comes to 13 number. There are 20 vowels. Each vowel has 12 candies. If 4 candies are taken away from each vowel, then how many candies are left in the vowel? So first what you do? Total vowels 20 and each vowel has 12 candies. So you first find out how many candies are there. So total candies we get 240. Then if 4 candies are taken away from each vowel. Okay, each vowel means total candies taken away we have to find out first. Then 20 multiplied 4 equal to 80. Then children, you subtract total candies and taken away candies. Then we find out 160. So 160 candies are left in the vowels. So clear children, this exercise? So exercise 4.1 is your homework. You complete it at your home. Before that, you follow all the properties of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of whole numbers. Then you start this exercise. Okay? Thank you.